Welcome back to Conversations Podcast. It's your boy Drew. Hey, look, a lot of stuff's been going around, in regards to whether you believe in UFOs or whether you don't believe in UFOs. But the bottom line is, no matter what any of us believe, doesn't make it true or untrue. So today I'm kind of going to take a look at a few things that's out there in regards to UFOs and that kind of stuff. For example, um, back last year, back 2025. Back in early January, all around New York and New Jersey, Philadelphia, they were having big problems with these, as reported, drones flying all around the military bases. These particular military bases happen to be spots that were known for nuclear exploration. In other words, they were dealing with a lot of nuclear material and experiment. But these drones that they found out initially, these drones in question, they attempted on a couple occasions to shoot these drones down with the drone advanced technology that we have, and none of the technology worked. The government couldn't figure out exactly what these things were, and they still have it until this very day. And up until last week, they actually disappeared. From January up until last week, they disappeared, in which they started back showing up in Maryland and again in New Jersey and throughout military bases throughout the country. These so-called drones that they can't identify who or what or where they're coming from. Now, they're alleging that these drones are no threat, but hey, I mean, how do they know it's not a threat if they don't know what it is? So I learned recently, I guess last year, I started investigating this. They have this so-called conspiracy theory, they call it. It's called Project Bluebeam. Now, what's conspiracy? I don't know, but a lot of stuff in this conspiracy that they're talking about the government technology and stuff is definitely true. I'm going to just let you guys look at a little bit of this clip and see what you guys think, and we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Sightings have gone up exponentially in the last few years, making everyone not just think, but even believe that aliens are very soon going to make first contact with mankind. But what if all of this was just a hoax right from the very beginning? What if governments and secret agencies are planning an event so massive and convincing on a global scale that it could change the entire belief system of humanity? We are talking about the most chilling and controversial conspiracy theory out there, Project Bluebeam. Welcome to Lab 360, it's time to explore. Project Bluebeam is said to be a secret government operation, designed to create a new global religion, but not through peaceful means. According to the theory, it involves using advanced technology to stage a worldwide simulated event, so realistic, it would fool all of humanity. The theory first emerged in the 1990s, popularized by Canadian journalist Serge Monast. He claimed that NASA, in collaboration with other government agencies, planned to use holographic projections and mind control to simulate the second coming of a messiah or even an alien invasion. This event would be used to unite the world under a single new religion or global government, essentially erasing all existing belief systems. Imagine looking up into the sky and seeing a massive 3D hologram of Jesus or Buddha, or an alien overlord, appearing above your city. This projection would be tailored to each region's dominant religion or cultural beliefs. People would be convinced that a divine or extraterrestrial message is being broadcast to all. But it doesn't stop there. Project Bluebeam allegedly involves using extremely low frequency, or ELF waves and advanced technology, to influence and control people's thoughts and emotions, making the public more susceptible to the staged event, by making them believe that those thoughts are their own. The theory also claims that NASA would fake archaeological discoveries to disprove all existing religions, and convince people their faiths are false, creating confusion and chaos. This breakdown of belief systems would pave the way for the New World Order to take control. According to conspiracy theorists, the goal is simple: total control. By orchestrating a fake, global event that forces humanity to unite under a single ideology, those in power can control populations by eliminating all the geopolitical lines and create a centralized global government, often referred to as the New World Order. This would mark the end of national sovereignty and independent religions, replaced by a singular system ruled by a select elite. Of course, the scientific community and governments dismiss Project Blue Beam as pure fiction or paranoia. The technology required to pull off such a massive, detailed holographic event on a global scale simply doesn't exist. Or does it?
Here's where I get interested. Now, they're asking the question, what most of us are unaware of. That technology absolutely exists, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. Matter of fact, just a couple weeks ago, our president, Donald Trump, okay, he ordered the U.S. government agencies to immediately cease using technology from the artificial intelligence company called Anthropic. Anthropic, if you actually research, that's what Anthropic deals with. Those holographic images, weaponry. They figured out actually how to weaponize, holographs, things like that for some strange reason. And they have other technology, allegedly mind control and other things in regards like that. Donald Trump approached them and basically ordered them to give up the technology. And they refused. They understood the danger of having such technology in the hands of mankind, especially this Trump administration. So they refused to turn this information over to our government or Donald Trump. Now, as a result of that, they were blackballed. This has been very recently. They were actually blackballed to the point where they have no more contracts with the government. The government's not doing any business with them because they would not give them this technology. Now, if you really think about it, back in the day, there was this movie called Terminator, and they had this thing called Skynet. Kind of sounds like they're hitting the Skynet to me. I mean, it's just mankind's nature is to do the dumbest things. I mean, you can't figure it out why they are so gung-ho on doing the most ridiculous and stupid things. Now, this thing of trying to get one government, this New World Order has been around probably since the 80s. They were talking about that, the New World Order. They've been trying to get one government for a long time. And if you notice here in America, they've been doing little tests with us as far as controlling people. Just like the COVID thing. The COVID thing, as everyone knows, was just a small test of how we can control people. Now, there's also been allegations too that the COVID was actually made in a lab as well. Now, we know there's a laboratory right here, well, in Maryland, for example, that deals with those kinds of things, biological and things dealing with viral type, ailments. And they look for ways to create diseases and stuff. I mean, it's right here in Maryland. I mean, I don't want to call it out, but there's actually a military for it right here in Maryland that actually does that. That's what only thing they deal with is diseases and viruses. So that's not really far-fetched that the so-called COVID was created as a test to control and to maybe depopulate. Now, again, it's just a conspiracy. I don't know, but I got a feeling that things are going to be revealed really soon, and more especially under this administration here. And this thing with Anthropic is absolutely huge. The very fact that they would blackball them because they would not give them the technology, which, again, they do have the holographic technology. They have all that. They have weapons right now that can actually affect your mind without touching you. I mean, there's been all kinds of articles in the Associated Press and other places that actually clarify and actually not so much prove, but it shows that they, at the very least, have been experimenting with these things. Now, supposedly it's Russian technology, supposedly, that they're saying. But again, here in America, the only thing we can do is just sit back and watch, because right now we're under basically total control. And again, this one world government thing is not really far off as you think. And the one world religion, same thing. If you look at the Middle East right now, what is this? So-called Christians against so-called Muslims, Islam, basically. And some people, the so-called powers that be, the elites, believe that Christianity is the ultimate way to control people, which has been done throughout time through slavery and everything else. Christianity has controlled people. And so this one religion thing doesn't sound far off either. Sounds like they're actually trying to do that right now. When you have Pete Hegseth said right on TV himself that they're going to spare no prisoners against the Iranians right now. In other words, they're saying that they, without coming out and saying it, that they're going to kill them all off or try. He said that right on national TV. You can't make up some of this stuff. When you say, you're going to show, give them no quarters. I mean, you're basically saying that you're going to go out and commit crimes and kill people for no reason whatsoever. I mean, a lot of stuff going on here throughout the world. And those drones, back to those drones for a second, those drones that have been actually going around to the different military bases have not only been here in America, they have been everywhere, overseas, Europe, Australia, UK, Russia, China. I mean, they've actually came out with those things, and none of them knows what it is. Everybody was blaming each other, thinking it was the other person's technology. When they were here in America, they were blaming Iran. Now, come on. You use your drone killing technology to try to bring one down to check it out, and it doesn't work. Well, maybe you start asking different questions. Maybe you start asking questions about initially when our government actually fired a Hellfire missile on one of these so-called drones or orbs, whatever you want to call it, and the Hellfire missile didn't destroy it. All on national news. But our people sleep on it and didn't even pay it any mind. If you start to wonder, make you start to scratch your head a little bit. Maybe there's something out there that's maybe more powerful than so-called mankind, other than God. Now, if so-called aliens did exist, would it change your perception of God and religion itself? I had to think about that myself. It might change my entire perception. And most people, it probably would change your perception about religion. And even if you get into the Bible, there are certain books removed from the Bible itself, certain books, and you see it talks all kinds of wild stuff. The book of Enoch is one wild book in the Bible. The book of Ezekiel, all this seems to lead towards something that's extraterrestrial. Even to back that up, look at the pyramids, the Egyptian pyramids, some of the hieroglyphs on the pyramid walls, helicopters, airplanes, astronauts. Why the hell did they see this at? Would they just have made that up? Not likely. Not likely. And then you talk about the Dogon tribe, for example. They had an entire map of our solar system without any technology. How or why did they have it, and who taught them? Did they travel through time? Did they travel through space somehow at some time? Did we have that technology before and just lost it due to some type of catastrophic event? Hey, look, it's out there. Just something to give you guys to think about today. Anyway, listen, I'm your boy Drew, and guess what? Please subscribe. First and foremost, subscribe. Black Alert Radio, FTP. FTP is for the people. And I am out.